did I say? Oh god. I'm kind of disappointed. Hello friends, how are we all today? I hope we're all doing well. Sorry for my voice being a little bit low. We have some people in the house today, and also there has been a bit of a storm, so I'm just trying to, well, actually the storm has nothing to do with it. I'm just trying to keep my voice down because I don't want to be heard, and I want to act as natural as possible, but if I'm loud and they can hear me, I will feel embarrassed. So but I didn't want to wait for this week's cash stuffing because for the first time in a good few weeks I have some money left in my purse, which means we get to take out my wallet reserves binder, which has not got any love lately whatsoever. And also I have decided a few things, not that many, but I'll show you when we get there. I did talk about it last week, so I just made some new trackers and I made a decision on one of my categories that I'm going to get rid of it, and I'll explain it all as we go through. But let me get my purse so I can show you how good of a girl I was this week. I'm really proud of what's in here because I actually did leave the house and I did go shopping. My fiance wanted some new clothes and we went shopping. I didn't really see anything, so actually I'll put this down here to keep it separate. But yeah, I didn't spend any of my spending money this week, which is absolutely brilliant. Also, I probably should have said, but if there is any background noise, I do apologise. It has been storming all day and we do have guests, so that is why there may be some noise in the background, but hopefully not too much. And for fun money then, I also have 15 left. So that is great. I did spend date money and food money because we went for sushi for lunch when we went out shopping. So that is what's left in the purse. And we'll go straight into wallet reserves then and just pop our money in here. I have not seen the inside of this binder for a long time, so I'm very happy. So for spending, we now have 20, 30, 5 and 40. I feel like I might empty this out soon. I've been looking at some jumpsuits online and they'd be coming from the US, so the shipping is like €20 or something, and the jumpsuits themselves are 80 to 90 euro. So we'll see, but I'm kind of thinking about ordering one to see if it fits me. And then this is my fiance's idea because I was going to go drop €100 on this and possibly more. So I think what I'm going to do is order one, see if it fits, and then order more. But I might wait for Black Friday to see if they reduce it. So fun now has 20, 40, 50, 60, 70 and 5. So yeah, I might take some money out of there. I also do have my Infinity Challenge money, but I don't really want to touch it because it's been building up so well. That's everything for wallet reserves today, so I can get my income binder now. Okay, I can't actually believe that it's week 3 of September stuffings. Like, because we know that my wages are mid-month to mid-month, my week 3 is normally like week 1 of the next month, but I just feel like time's flying by. Can't wait for October pay. Okay, so for this week then, we have 51. Put that one there. 20, 40, 60, 80, 220. 232, 42, 50. 255, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 300. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So we're all set up and we can go straight to the purse again. I think all of my binders are getting brought out today, and I'm not sure if I've actually done that in a video before where I've done something with every single binder, and I do have a few. So if you haven't seen all my binders before, I have multiple videos on each one and the setup of each one. But yeah, this might be the first video where I show all of them. If you want a binder walkthrough to see everything I have, I'm happy to do it. But let me know. I don't know if anybody would want to see that because you see them every week anyway. So we're going for 15 in dates again. The date money might actually be here next week, maybe, because my fiance is starting a new job, so he won't be around as much at the weekends, which definitely makes a massive difference. That 5 is too nice to go in my purse. Hold on. That one's okay. He won't be as around as much on the weekends, which will definitely curb my date and food spending because I don't really like getting food by myself. I mean, I will, but don't force me. But yeah, I don't enjoy it as much if he's not here, and it also feels like a bit of a waste ordering food when he's not here, so it's not a bad thing. And then we have the normal 25 for food. So this could also be around next week, but honestly, once I broke the seal, I think it was back in August I broke the seal for getting a takeaway a week, and now we're back at it. But to be fair, it's only 1 takeaway a week, whereas before cash stuffing I was up to like 3 or 4, so. Into wedding also, fiance decided to throw some money into this binder, so you can see now there is money in his suit, and I think he put some money into wedding rings as well, so that was nice. So my fiver for the week then, I think I will throw it into, I think I'm going to go for venue again, because that's going to be the expensive one. So venue is now getting 20. And that's it for the wedding binder. And in my binder then, right, so hair and beauty needs 40. I did move some change around in here, or maybe I condensed it. I can't actually remember what I did, but I normally need to go into my binders for my bonus cash stuffings. If you see them where I do the wax melting, I need to make sure I have the right change to go into the envelopes. So hair and beauty now has 20, 45, oh god, okay wait, 90, 110, 130, 140, 150, 155, 160 and 165. I honestly need to go just put another fiver in the bank so I can make that into a 50 placeholder and make my life a bit easier. Kombucha, you are getting a 5. I got a question on this last week. I think it was from My Money Matters with Esther, and just on the kombucha envelope. So the reason I have an entire envelope for a fizzy drink is because I have a second fridge. I have an obsession with kombucha. I have one every single night with my dinner. Sometimes, not too often, but sometimes I will have 2 a day. So I have an envelope for every 2 to 3 months when I need to top up the fridge. So that is why that's there. Oh, there's so many nice 5s this week. I like to try keep them for longer term envelopes. Kombucha is never really a long term one. Okay, so we have 55, 65 and 70. And then in here, we have 72. I think I counted this wrong last week, by the way. 72, 74, 76, 7, 8, 9. Interesting. 4, 5, 6, 7. No, sorry, it's 8. Wow. This is why I never have coins. I'm not used to counting coins at all. Health is getting 5. I do think I took some money out of here to get my probiotics that I was talking about. So that money has gone back to the bank so I can order those. So health now has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 and 50. Which is great considering I think I took 75 out of here. So we're doing great with health. Hobbies is skipped. Clothing is getting a 10. We also, this is probably where the bulk of the money will come from for the jumpsuits if I decide to get it. I also have rejoined the gym starting from my October paycheck. I'll talk about that more in my budget with me and what's happening there, but I do need some new leggings, so also need to save for that. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85, 90. And then going out has a skip week. Laser, so this is where I've made a decision. This envelope is actually going to come out altogether, I think. Or will I leave it? I think I'm going to leave it in, but I'm taking the money out. So I kind of calculated what I needed to do for laser. So I'm at the stage, I've been getting laser hair removal, that is, for years and years, but there was always issues the entire time, not with the laser itself, just my journey with laser was a bit on and off and funny. So I think I started 2017, 2018, and the place that I went had some financial troubles and their machine would break down regularly. So I would have to keep waiting for my sessions. So they're supposed to be every 6 to 8 weeks usually, and sometimes I was going like 12 or 14 weeks in between sessions. So after about a year of that, I had seen a great reduction in my hair, but I was like, every time I had an appointment, it was getting rescheduled and more hair was growing back, and I wasn't keeping on top of the sessions. It was a bit of a mess. So I moved to somewhere else. But by the time I moved to somewhere else, it was pandemic time, so everything shut. So I think I had a couple of sessions in my new place, and then pandemic closed everything down. So obviously I went for like God knows how long without a session. Went back, but like throughout this whole time, bar the start of the pandemic, there was holidays in between, and you can't get laser hair removal if the skin has been exposed to the sun. So I was having to take breaks, both by my own fault and by external factors. And yeah, I moved house. So I changed place again, and this place is great, really like them, and I haven't really had an issue with timing or anything. But now I'm into buying like packs of 10 because it's just the cheapest way to do it. But that does last me a long time, because over time with laser you can, once you've done your initial course properly, not like I have, you can start to space out in between the sessions. So for me, about 10 sessions tends to cost somewhere in the realm of 900 to €1,000. And for me, I would need to be saving like €20 a week to get there. And I don't want to budget that money out. And yeah, it's just, I've only just started putting a fiver a week away into this. And if I keep going the way I'm going, it's going to take me a few years to get back to a place where I can buy a session, which isn't going to work. So long story short, the plan is we are retiring this. I get a bonus from work, fingers crossed, usually, at the start of each year. So I am going to use some of that bonus money and allocate that for when I need to top up my laser sessions, rather than me having to budget €20 a week towards it. So what we can do then is we have €10 that we'd already put in here, and we have another 5. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight into clothing with this. Or will we do straight into clothing, or will we give somebody else some love? No, I think clothing can take it. So we're going to pop it in to clothing. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85, 95, 100, 105. And I just think that's the best way to go forward. We'll wait until the bonus and then we'll pay that. And pedicures, I don't really stuff that anymore, but I am not bothered taking the envelopes out. So that's my binder. And then sinking funds. So car tax is getting a 5. I did bump these up a little bit during the week. I had a little bit of leftover money from side hustle, but that I hadn't, it was just kind of side hustle money that popped up that wasn't really budgeted for. So I decided to go through and just do a little really tiny mini stuffing off camera, just because sometimes that's fun too. I do like doing the videos for you guys, and I try to do everything on videos, but sometimes you just have like a little bit of money on the side. You're like, I'll just throw it in. So car tax now has 55, 65, 75, 85, 95. Oh, we're close to 100. That is very exciting. And I think I threw the same amount in car insurance, and this is also getting a 5 this week. So we have 50, 60, 70, 85, 95. House is going to get 5. It is indeed. I was looking at my budget because I know I said last week we want to start putting more in here. So from next month, we'll be doing that. So we have 10, 15, 20, and 25. Christmas is skipped for the mo. Birthdays is getting 5. So that has 15 now. Technology, you're getting a 5. I can see this, the sky is starting to go a little bit grey again, so sorry if the lighting changes. I don't know what the story is. Well, there's a storm, but I think the weather's also affecting my mood because I've had one of those days where I just woke up and I'm like, nope. I have spent the day on the couch watching murder and like murder documentaries on Netflix. It's like my favorite thing to do. And if any of you out there enjoy it, please let me know, because there's 2 types of people in this world. There's people like me and possibly you that love watching murder documentaries and like documentaries about horrible things, and there's people who don't. And the other people don't understand us, because there's so many times in work where people are like, oh, do you have any Netflix recommendations, Juliana? And I'm like, are you into murder? And the looks I get sometimes, because that's kind of all I watch is murder and horror stuff when I'm by myself. I watch a lot more when my fiance is around because he has a complete different taste. But if the remote is in my hand and it's just me on the couch, it's murder or it's horror. So technology now has 50, 65, 75. So definitely let me know if you're like that. I just watched, I think it was called Into the Deep. It's a story about a man in Denmark who like designed and built a submarine with the help of a lot of other people, and then he murdered somebody in the submarine. Future husband is getting a 5. And just to clarify, it's not that I think that's okay or that that's a good thing. I just find it incredibly interesting how human minds work. I actually studied psychology in college. I don't work in that field at all now, but that's what I went to college for. So I have a bachelor's in psychology, and yeah, it's just fascinating. So we have 50, 60, 75, 85. Was that 75, 85? Wow, okay. We're doing good there. Giveaway is getting a 5. So we now have 20, 35, 40. Florida is savings challenge, and this is the new one I added, so I'll just take this out to show you because it's a little bit hard to see. So I made this little tracker for my ensuite, and it's a nice little tiled background and just have some little tool thingies here. So I'm going to make a cover, I don't know what to call it, for this. I just haven't done it yet. But what we're also going to do before we go any further is I'm going to show you, we're going to put some money in this now because we're going to take it out of something else. So let me just grab that. So what I've done is this is my investment binder. I showed you guys this last week. I took my 1 month ahead envelope out of my savings challenge binder and put it in here. So what we are going to do is, oh, okay, that's hard to open because it's on top of another one. I have taken some money out of my emergency fund and put it towards 1 month ahead. I just haven't organized this yet because I wanted to show you guys what I'm doing. So what we're going to do firstly is we're going to take out the money in here. Each one of these symbols is 100. So let us see what we have. I'm going to keep this tracker and I'm going to leave it in here but empty, and I will organize it off camera because I think I need to do a little bit of work with the placeholders that are in here to make this right. So I'll throw this out of the way because we don't need this right this second. And for this one then, what we're going to have is, so that's 5. So we have 250, 230 euro, 235. Okay. Sorry, 280, 250, 70, 80, 5. Okay, let me see. To make my life a little bit easier here, I'm going to steal 15 euro out of the knockout 9 because that's what's going in here anyway, so that I can cross off 3 of these. So altogether this will save 4,000. This is going to be very neat. So we have 3 coloured in, and I'm just going to grab my knockout 9 and grab €15 out of it. Oh my. I'm going to set myself on fire. Ah. Okay. We'll pop into our knockout 9. I do believe we have enough in here to do this. Yes. So I'll just grab a 15. I feel like I am forever robbing my knockout 9. Never wait to finish the challenge before I grab some money out of it. Okay, and then we'll just pop our little tracker in here. So yeah, I'll make a cover for this and we'll start going with that. And I will keep you guys updated. I will have some before and afters as it gets closer to the time. And that is everything in here that we need to worry about. And we'll bring back our savings challenge binder. So, Infinity. It was nice to me last week, so I don't expect the same sort of treatment this week. But if the cubes of doom wanted to allow it, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Okay, everybody, are we ready? Oh my god. I get to keep my spending money again. Oh my god, okay. I'm kind of disappointed. But my money did come back and go into the wallet reserves, so that's fine. Infinity is getting nothing this week. And yeah, let's go into knockout 9. Right. I do not expect for a second to do well on 2 challenges in one day, because last week was an outlier to my normal look. So let us go and see what we're going to get. So we have 5 and 2. So as we said last week, the new strategy is knock out as many as you can when you get a number. We have 6, so we can't do... Okay, we're just gonna have to go with the 6 then, aren't we? We are. Oh god. Okay. I think I said either it was last week or the week before about saying the bad thing so the bad thing doesn't happen. And I've only gone and done it again, and also my calculator isn't here, so let's see how my math skills are. So 9 and 1 is 10, plus 8 is 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 32? 32, I think that's right. Whew, okay, and I have no change in this envelope either, because I just robbed it from my ensuite. Okay, let me get change and then we can go ahead. Okay, so I took a 50, put it into the ensuite and took change of 20, 30, 45, and there's a 5 over here. So we can pop these down and take 20, 30, and 2. At least we have exact change, so that works out well. I feel like I don't have enough hands for car stuffing. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20, 40, 60, 76 euro in here. This round of knockout 9 is just kicking my ass. Okay, so we are on to our wild card. Let me grab my cards. I have a suspicion. Again, saying the bad thing. I won't this time. I'm not going to say the bad thing, and we'll see what happens. There is an absolutely gorgeous rainbow right outside my window right now. It's been there like nearly all day because of the storm, and it's a really strange one. It's really low and it stretches really far. I went out earlier for a few minutes, and when I was driving back, normally they're a lot higher in the sky, but this one seemed like it was like stretching very far. Anyway, where are we feeling today? I'm looking at that green one that's poking its head out, and I'm like, oh, I don't trust you. I'm going over here a lot though, so I should probably go down this end and see what happens. I'm gonna go here. Okay, that is not too bad at all. So I'm just gonna pop them in there. I'll fix it later. And we need 74 wildcard. Whoop. So wildcard now has 51, 52 to 22, 40. And it's nearly coming to the time at the end of the month where we can unstuff some of the challenges to reallocate them somewhere else. So that is very exciting. We have a 10, so Piggy Pile Up shall get the 10, which now means there's 40 in Piggy Pile Up. This challenge has made me realize the fun of just the ones where you're ticking off some stuff, because I was always super into the games and I didn't really get into challenges like this, but it's just cute and it's just a nice way to save your tens, so I'm actually very happy with it. Okay, do we have enough money to finish our 9 jars? We do. So we have 15 in there. So we might finish the 9 jars and start a new one. And we still have some coinage over here. Okay, I'll come back to the 9 jars in a sec. We're gonna go back here because we still have a 20. Yeah, still have a 20. So we ended off here last week. So let's roll again and see what we get. I always count to see, is it possible for me to get the one I don't want? And what I don't want right now is 25. But I've gone and put that out into the universe now, which means I'm going to get my comeuppance. Oh my god. What did I say? That's... It's okay. I can do that. It just means I'm not starting a new jar challenge today. So that's okay. I'm only a little bit upset. So in here now we have 20, 40, 65, 67, 69, 71, 72, 73. Okay, I shouldn't have said anything. It's my own fault. Oh, and we have €3 over here too. There's no, sorry if you can hear noise, it's the people in the house. What did I do with the €3? Oh, I gave a charitable donation to kombucha last week for leftover change, so I don't want to do that again. Who is getting €3 this week? Probably should get myself one of the change challenges. There is also a 3 envelope for which I have exactly €3. Yeah, okay, let's do that. We'll take it into the bonus stuffing. Which means we can now cross off our 2 jars. Which means we have now completed the 9 jar challenge. So I'm going to pop this out. And, oh, we're going to go on to the 16 jar challenge now. I feel like I've done this in a very messy way. It could have been done better. Okay. Was it here? I think it was here. So will start that next week. And oh god, put this one down the back. Next, okay, so I think I can close that. Is that my, it's not the first challenge I've finished because I finished Knockout 9 before. So I think it's the second challenge I finished. So I'll do a reallocation of that at some point. I'll do a video specifically for it because the jar unstuffing should be fun. So here's our jars for the week. We shall roll these up and pop them in. I'm going to put that 5 in upside down. It'll survive. It'll be coming out soon. Oh, that one didn't pop. Okay, this is a non-popping jar, guys. Sorry about that. So that's our last 2 jars for our jar challenge. And yeah, I will get a video done where I reallocate them soon. So is that everything? I think it is. And I have spending money for this week again. Can you believe it? I am so happy. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you got through to the end, leave me a green heart emoji. And yeah, let me know, do you like murder documentaries on Netflix, or am I in a strange psychopathic minority? Let me know. And yeah, thank you so much, and I will chat to you soon. Bye.